that glorious the stars. Hello, friends. Have you ever gazed up into the night sky and wondered at the possibility of life on other planets? What marvelous beings might exist out there, hands extended in friendship, awaiting the moment when we humans take our first tentative steps into space? What tales will be told of that glorious day when we are first contacted by our brothers from beyond the stars?
5. All systems go, General. 4.
Come on, baby, show us what you got.
3.
What the hell?
2.
What in the blue blazes is that?
1.
No, wait! Stop the countdown!
Incompetent fool. I should never have sent you.
What's shaking, Pox? You look a little, what's the word, constipated.
Let's just say I hope you turn out to be less of an evolutionary dead end than your predecessor.
You lost me.
Shall I tell you a secret? Few of our people know this, but the DNA patterns in our cloning banks are becoming more and more degraded with each new clone.
That's bad, right?
Only if we want to retain our immortality through cloning. Of course it's bad! I sent Crypto-136 in search of a planet we visited many eons ago. A planet seeded with pure Furon DNA. But I lost contact.
Let me get this straight. You sent me, him, Crypto-136, to a hostile planet, and he's disappeared. Maybe captured. Maybe even being tortured as we speak.
Well, I wouldn't jump to any conclusion.
I bet you wouldn't. Let me tell you something, Pox. You're a smart cookie. But there's a time for thought, and there's a time for action. And this is one of those times.
Which?
The second one.
Perhaps you're right, 137.
Course I'm right. You kidding me? A cryptosporidium captured by a bunch of monkeys? We gotta go in. We gotta crack some craniums. We gotta rescue me. Him. He's gotta rescue me. I gotta... Brains, man. When do I get to blow things up?
Patience, Crypto, patience. I take your point. Prepare the mothership.
That's what I'm talking about. So, what's the name of this crummy planet?
Our destination. The planet Earth. Orthopox to Cryptosporidium 137. Come in, Cryptosporidium.
Crypto here. How's the view from the safety of the mothership?
Very funny. Let's just say I'm glad I'm up here, and you're down there. Loathsome little planet. Now, Crypto! To ensure this invasion runs smoothly, it is imperative we identify the dominant life forms on this world. Those lactating bovoids are likely candidates.
Surely you don't mean those foul-smelling gas bags beyond the fence?
Yes, I'm afraid I do.
But they're covered in nipples.
Now, Cryptosporidium! You may look and aim by physically manipulating the right analog stick. You can move about the area using the left analog stick. We can peer into the minds of lower light, yet profound. Scan another one.
I think I'm going to be violently ill. Attention, Earth creature. This planet is now part of the Furon Empire. Your benevolent masters welcome you. At this time, we wish to abduct you for the purpose of scientific research. The procedure will be protracted and invasive. Do you have any objections? Earth creature, I am addressing you. Respond or be vaporized. I don't care how many stomachs you have. I don't have time for this.
We Furons have evolved the astounding power of psychokinesis. Target an object or creature. Hold L1 button, then hurl the bovines by double-tapping triangle button.
My brain is getting weaker. Weaker.
Martha, you didn't tell me we was having barbecue for dinner. Wait a minute, that ain't steak. That's... Holy mother... Martha, give me the shotgun!
Attention, you do in fact have weapons. Just hold the R1 button.
You wanna be...
Try it now. Give that puny farmer a taste of the old Zap-O-Matic.
Harold, come on back. You gotta see this. They got a talking horse on the TV. I ain't never seen nothing like... Ah! Little green spaceman! Ah!
I am not green.
Hairless hamster eating the turnips. Come on back, I didn't mean no harm. You missed me, Harvey. I'm gonna feed you. Vice President Nixon's the greatest American who ever lived. Not like that slimy President Huffman.
Evening, Ms. Turnipseed. We got a call from Farmer Dixon over the other side of the state road. Said he heard some pretty strange noises coming from over this way.
What is that? A new silo?
Crypto! That human law enforcement officer is attempting an unauthorized entry of your spacecraft. If those pea-brains were to get their hands on your quantum deconstructor, they could rip a hole in the space-time continuum. Oh, the furonity. Vaporize them, Crypto!
I know what
Jeez, this is even worse than that time she ate. Jeez, this is even worse than that time. Jeez, this is even worse than that time she ate them funny mushrooms.
I said,
good thing we got back
the
up.
badge, biatch.
Crypto, my radar shows more humans approaching. Hurry to the saucer! Use your left analog stick to propel the saucer forwards and backwards, and a strafe left and right. To turn the saucer, use the right analog stick.
Move out, man! Move, move, move!
I don't know, but I've been told Joe McCarthy's good as
Oh,
gold.
great! The human military-industrial complex. We can't allow them to alert their leaders to our presence. Exterminate them! Now!
Open fire!
Look out! There are more to the north in the bushes! The humans are making a final push! Wipe them out once and for all!
Did you see what I saw?
You bet your sweet ass I did. What did you see?
Little green man in a flying saucer wiping out the best infantry unit in the U.S. Army.
Right, good. Me too. Green? Not gray?
Don't be a stiff. You know what it means?
Absolutely. What?
It means the papers got it right for once. Get on the horn to Silhouette. We've got the worst case scenario.
The eggheads were actually onto something? I don't believe it.
Believe it, Roswell was only the beginning. The invasion is on.
elevators. Stand back, little fella. Get close to me and you're in for a whirl. Get back here, you boy. Woo! America, love it or leave it. Hey, take it outside. Oh, wait. Oh. Ow, ow, Hey, I'm afraid of you, space boy. Now look what you...
Ouchie! 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 Ah! Oh, no!
Oh, not another blasted alien invasion. You're a sensation of... One like this, his old Uncle Dennis injured himself on a post bank with a blowout baby. So you got a thing for cows? That's... Oh, stop cornholing me with your energy, baby, you filthy little varmint. Oh, Lordy, I just lost control. Oh, my God, here it comes. Whoop. I ain't never been scared like that before. They call me in the war. Maniac man, oh, booyah! That's right. Sneak that, big grunt. This one's for Bessie. Now look what you... It came from outer space. Oh, what are you? Some kind of farmer? Gotta get back to the table, me. Oh, Lordy. It's a good day to die, you little bastard. Now let me go. Say hello to my little friend. Ouch! Oh, Lordy. You ain't welcome here. Now look what you made. Oh my God! Martha, get me the shotgun. Ooh, looks like I picked the wrong day to stop taking my antipsychotics.
Crypto, you have returned to the invasion site. Crypto, you have returned to the invasion site. Crypto, you have returned to the invasion site. Crypto, you don't have authorization to leave. Return to the mission area. You have returned to the invasion site. Crypto, you have returned to the invasion site.
Lena Turner, Doris Day. Why must Hollywood torture me with these impossible choices? Curse you, Hollywood! Curse you!
Now then, I know what you're thinking. What can I, a lowly novice, do to help bring about the destruction of Earth and the inevitable reign of the Furon Empire? Well, I'll tell you. It was in the earliest days of the Empire we realized our species was doomed. Eons of waging war on inferior races with unregulated atomic weaponry had mutated our genes. We could not propagate. Due to a clear Furon ship happened upon Earth on its way back from destroying the Martians. Human society was young and nubile. Sailors on a foreign planet, letting off steam, one thing led to another. Long story short, every human being alive today has buried deep in his genetic code a strand of Furon DNA. Over the eons, we've learned to clone ourselves, but with each iteration, the information degrades, and the results are increasingly unpredictable. The Furon genes in humanity's DNA are ancient, uncorrupted. They represent the future of the Furon race. If only we can get at them. Welcome to my little laboratory. You may not have known this, but I flatter myself to be something of an inventor. In my spare time, I've been developing some truly impressive weapon and ability upgrades. I'd be happy to share them with you, if you've got something for me in trade. Say some of that delicious DNA you've collected. Did you want a saucer upgrade? Or something a little more personal? You know what they say about a Furon with a really big cranium, don't you? Yes, you're a saucer upgrade, perhaps. Roswell! Crypto! I see a horde of humans up ahead, congregating at some sort of holy ground. Here's the plan. I want you to enter the fair, find a malleable human and lead it back to your ship for questioning. Get the picture?
Someone there? Clearly, the best test of a viable presidential candidate is, do I want to invite him over for a barbecue?
Feeling wild today. Maybe I'll try riding that thing bareback.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with animals peaceably organizing. After all, it is an animal farm.
What we need is the dumbest, weakest-willed, most malleable human we can find. Admittedly, the competition will be fierce. You'll just have to scan them all.
Man, oh man, she may be the dumbest Miss Rockwell ever. And check out them cantaloupes. God, I love America.
This human seems to be onto something. Will wonders never cease? Keep scanning the humans.
I want to marry Miss Rockwell, but instead I gotta sit here hour after hour, day after day, watching this dying wheel go up and down, round and round, over and over again until somebody dies.
Hey there.
Hell of a metaphor.
Yes, yes! Like proteins from the primordial ooze, a pattern is emerging. Scan some more human minds, Crypto! All right, Crypto. I've analyzed all the thoughts you've collected, and I think I've isolated the perfect subject for you to...
Probe and vaporize?
No. Abduct and bring back to the mothership.
My way's more fun.
Abduct, not vaporize.
Okay, but humanity ain't gonna annihilate itself, all I'm saying.
Can I finish?
Can I stop you?
As I was saying, The newly crowned Miss Rockwell looks like a prime candidate for testing. She's envied and desired by other humans. She's highly persuadable. Best of all, she apparently has a brain the size of a peanut. Hypnotize her and send her back to your ship for collection.
Yeah. Town's
Is this a
doing
bit
great.
weird,
Business is
you
booming.
and I
Hope is on
standing
the
here
way.
like this?
Yada. Let's barrel through this puppy so I can get down to the real business of governing. Making time
You
with
like
the
standing
delicious
near
Miss
me, don't you?
Rockwell.
Well, it was either bust and crooks or go back and get my doctorate in quantum physics.
I want to thank all the little... What exactly did Dr. Kinsey mean by deviant? I bet he was talking about Billy Bob. Enjoy the fair! Oh, and don't ride the mangler! It's a freaking death! Mr. Ed versus Francis the Talking Mule? Now that's a debate I'd like to see. I'd put a carrot on Mr. Ed myself. Which way's the exit?
It's a good day to use excessive force. Heck, every day is a good day for excessive force. To serve and protect, to serve and protect, to serve and protect, to swerve and defect, to curve and perfect. Damn it, I lost it.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. And lots of wavy hair like liver. Wait a minute. Where am I? This sure doesn't look like the pie eating contest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! What's happening? Oh, God, please, no. Oh, it tickles.
It's probing time.
Oh, yeah, right there. That's the spot. Oh, that is delicious.
So vocal, so responsive. This is gonna be good. Never fails.
Hurry, Crypto! The authorities are on their way! Get in your saucer!
Strange sightings have continued. Extra units have been sent to investigate.
Crypto! That human is aware of your presence. The more people become aware of it, the more chance that those human police and the military will come to investigate you and take you down. So what? Yes, your sausage shop. Good to go. Don't use it all in one place. There's no hurry, all right? You sold me. The upgrade is yours. Did you want a saucer upgrade? Or something a little more personal? Crypto! Those nearby bovoids are emitting unusual levels of radiation. Stop wasting time and investigate them immediately! Brains? Healthy green glow? Those human fools! Clearly they've genetically altered these pathetic gas bags and turned them into radioactive exploding zombie cows! Show them the folly of their mad science!
You're not supposed to be here.
I've got what every woman wants. A 12-inch slide rule and a 166 IQ. I remember this one time at Pennemund. Dr. Fritzenberger put molasses in the V2 engine. Ach, what a mess! These Americans are no fun.
I'm losing focus.
God does not play dice with the universe. He does, however, hit the blackjack tables. If only I could dissect that alien. It has Nobel Prize written all over its little green head. Damn Dr. Oppenheimer wearing the same bow tie as me, stupid Americans. I wonder how much he paid for it.
Nightstick, check. Taking bribes from local gangster.
What?
Where did he come from? Never mind that! You must stop him before he publicly reveals your existence.
My mind says Maryland, but my nightstick says Betty Page.
Mr. Ed versus Francis the Talking Mule? Now that's a debate I'd like to see. I'd put a carrot on Mr. Ed myself.
He was assigned to protect me.
Huh? Ah! Leave my butt alone! Oh, yeah. Cops don't fart.
There's no crying in police work. There's no crying in...
This is about...
Every one of the dang cows, then it looked like it stuck some sort of device up the poor thing's...
Clap, trap, and after all that, I didn't even get to see Miss Rockwell. She just walked right on by with her
crops laid out flat in circles like a 4th of July pinwheel. I told Edgar, there goes our savings, no new shoes for the twins, and I guess Darlene's just gonna have to live another year with that overbite.
Greetings, fellow human agricultural engineers. There is nothing going on here. Everything is normal. Carry on with your pathetic human lives. That is all.
Now wait just a cotton-picking minute. Mr. Mayor, I've lived in this town all my life, and I voted for you twice in the last election. Now I'm entitled to a gall-darn answer. If they ain't nothing going on here, how come all my cows is glowing like lightning bugs? What you say to that, whippersnapper?
That? Well, that's just the healthy inner glow that comes from chewing a cud of fresh green Rockwell grass. Why, I chew it myself all the time. Got some in my craw right now. Better than snuff. You want to know what's been going on around here? I'll tell you what's been going on around here. Communism, that's what! Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not willing to see the land our forefathers fought and died for fall under the boot of the creeping red menace. Not on my watch! So the next time you see a strange light moving and changing direction at incredible speed in the night sky, you just think to yourself, no commie's gonna distract me from my patriotic duty with a couple of bottle rockets. No, sir.
Now wait just a second. How in the world does any of that explain the destruction at the fair?
Don't you read the papers? That cluster point was a tragic confluence of summer lightning and tents slathered in creosote. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, now, hold on. How come nobody in Santa Modesta's been seeing anything like this?
Because we're real Americans and they're not. Next. So, as you can see, there's nothing to trouble your puny human brains about.
The mayor's right. This was all just a random series of suspiciously coincidental yet easily rationalized events.
Yeah, that's right. Give it up. Let's hear it from me.
Suckers.
Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow.
What a bunch of losers. Minds like mud. This planet is easy pickings.
Crypto! Did you hear what that human said during your speech?
Must have missed it. Busy digging on the love.
Focus! There's another human hive nearby. Santa Modesta, he called it. You must discover its location and make your way there. We've got more humans to control.
Ah!
Damn cochlear implants. Gone on the fritz again.
Bring it on, Baldy.
Crypto, you have returned to the invasion site. Crypto, you don't have all. You have returned to the invasion site.
All of this, khaki that. What the hell's wrong with fuchsia? My pappy fought in the big one. It's a good day to die, you little bastard.
That's funny. I'm suddenly overcome with the urge to milk a cow. Obsessive compulsive, I think they call it.
Show yourself.
Oh, great. Here comes the Alzheimer's.
You know what they say about a Furon with a really big cranium, don't you? Did you want a saucer? Saucer upgrade it is. And Crypto, try not to wreck it. Well, if that's all you have to spend. Step right.